fear of being impeached, Governor Fubara secretly pays suspended 27 lawmakers loyal to Wike November-December entitlements. Can you imagine? Yeah, we are aware that even though in the intervention that Tinubu made, one of the instructions is that the 27 lawmakers should be recognized as APC members, and that defection should be recognized and established, and the entitlement should be paid. So now, as part of implementing that 8-point agreement, Fubara has paid them their entitlement for November and December 2023, as against the advice from his supporters, both in the River State and outside of the River State. So now it's coming out that probably he's kind of been impeached, because already Tinubu has asked those lawmakers to drop the impeachment plan. So this is now an issue, because I know a lot of his supporters will get disappointed and will come back at him like we are seeing right away. Okay. Now let's dive into the details to understand the writer's perspective in this matter. Okay. Fear of being impeached, Governor Fubara secretly pays suspended 27 lawmakers loyal to Wike November and December entitlements. The governor of River State, similarly Fubara, has reportedly cleared all the entitlements of the defecting 27 lawmakers for November and December. Our heritage reporter records that the lawmakers dumped the People Democratic Party for the All Progressive Congress amidst the political crisis in the state. The lawmakers had accused the governor at some point of withholding their benefits. However, Fubara, during a meeting with President Bola Tinubu and some Rivers stakeholders, agreed to pay withheld entitlements. A source who spoke with journalists on condition of anonymity said the lawmakers were paid the said entitlements on Thursday. Wow, that was before Christmas. So the source said the entitlement has, the government has paid the allowance and entitlement of all the lawmakers for November and December. The payments got to all the lawmakers, including the 27 lawmakers who decamped to APC. The governor has also bought cars for all the commissioners who are in his cabinet. The 10 people who are working with him got it. I think the governor is gradually implementing the presidential directive. Exactly. He's implementing that directive. I tell you, I'm sure he's taking instruction from the presidency, also taking instruction from probably Wike, I don't know. But the fact here remains that this implementation, paying the entitlement of these lawmakers, is part of the agreement that was reached. So the question is, what is the wisdom in what Fubara has done? How do we explain it? What is the wisdom in it? That's the big question. What is the wisdom in it? Is it that he is trying to obey Wike and President Tinubu to, as a way of promoting peace in River State? Or is he scared that if he does not pay them, they will still go ahead and impeach him? Or is it that if he has paid them now, so they will see that he's a good governor and all the issues they have against him, they will drop it? Politicians can never be trusted, frankly speaking. Those 27 lawmakers that they come from PDP to APC should never be trusted. And whatever the entitlement is that Fubara has paid, they will see it as entitlement and not a favor. And so even if they have impeachment plan for Wike, for Fubara, payment of the entitlement will not stop it or will not increase it. I don't think it will have any influence, because those guys are looking at their own political ambition. They're looking at their own political future. They're looking at where the power is to try to believe and to follow. So now that Fubara has paid them the entitlement, does that mean that they will start cooperating with Fubara? I don't think so. Does that mean that Fubara has started trusting them? I also don't think so. Does it mean that they will continue to, they will now, start supporting Fubara? I don't think so. After all, those guys are still floating, and there's a court case to declare their seat vacant and also to make INEC plan and schedule an election for those seats to be occupied again by other people or whoever that will win the election. So now that Fubara has paid those people, like he's been titled here, is he out of fear? Because when you look at the guy's face, look at his eyeballs, look at everything about him, he looks, let me not say he's weak, but he looks like somebody that can be intimidated. He also looks like somebody that is under serious influence from the powers above. Okay, he looks like somebody that the presidency is dictating for. So I just hope that this action he has taken will not backfire on him. I also hope that it will also help him to chart his course, because all those lawmakers are not to be trusted. They are out for Fubara, and Fubara will not have peace as long as those people are with him. I know that within the week, news also came out that the other commissioners that were, that were nominated by Wike for him, he has asked them to resign. That was on the 15th of December. Okay? And if they don't resign by 18th of December, which was on Monday, that he was going to sack them. And because of that, I think a lot of them have put their papers, but there's no news yet whether he has sacked them or not. Okay? So the thing here is, where is Fubara? And now, is Fubara now in APC or PDP? Because already PDP is frowning against him, and have asked him not to implement those 8-point agreement that he signed with Wike and Tinubu, even though we did not see Tinubu's signature. Okay. Now they even came out, the National Working Committee of PDP said, well, this man went and entered agreement with Tinubu and with APC, that is personal. He entered the agreement as a person, and probably is going to implement those agreements as a person, not as a party, because he entered this agreement without consulting the PDP. Okay, and so PDP is still very angry about it. But another question I have for the PDP is that, where were they when Wike was dragging him and it became a party issue, an internal issue within PDP? None of them came out to support Fubara. After Wike and Tinubu and APC have bent him and coerced him probably to sign an agreement, they are not coming out to make noise to challenge it. So PDP also need to wake up. They are not giving Fubara the kind of support that Fubara needs as a party member, as a loyal party member. That is it. So at the end of the day, I see a situation where whatever agreement that Wike and Fubara has entered before becoming the governor is exactly what Fubara is looking at. But when he talks about peace, it means that there's something on the ground that the public probably does not know. And that thing must have to do with the kind of agreement or oath or covenant he must have entered with Wike before Wike stood out to support him to become the governor. That is it. And now that he's trying to be a man, Wike is telling him, remember what we signed, or remember what we agreed. You cannot do this, you cannot do that. And that's why I see him as somebody whose hands are tied, whose legs are tied. I just hope that this action will not haunt him anyway. Okay, so paying them now, does it mean that they are still part of his lawmakers? Does it mean that until they conduct another election, these ones are still lawmakers? I think they need to come out clear about declaring their seats vacant, because if their seats are vacant, then they are not entitled for this payment or paying their entitlement, except if this man is giving them a payoff, which we cannot tell. Okay, which obviously we cannot tell. So that is what is happening in Rivers State. Fubara has paid those 27 lawmakers the entitlement for November and December, meaning that the government is not owing them. I just hope that this will also help foster peace in Rivers State. Thank you for listening, and let's have your comment.